is Jason Page, founder of Southeast Salons. Southeast Salons is a platform for creative entrepreneurs and the people of Southeast London specifically. And we are really, really excited to be supporting the Peckham Coal Line as the project moves into this next phase of development of one of the many phases of the project.
The coal line is really, it's going to be a new park around 900 metres, connecting up little pockets of green space across the neighbourhood and connecting communities in the process. An opportunity for us to meet in a way that we might not otherwise, and actually about local people really shaping the changes happening in the neighbourhood rather than having them done to them. The journey has been a bit mad. It was a crazy idea that somehow turned into reality. About 7 years ago, there was a little article in the Peckham Peculiar, and loads of people got in touch saying, this is great, how can we make it happen? And it's kind of gone from there. It's had all sorts of twists and turns, done lots of different things, and Jackie and Alan, I'm sure, will talk about a few of those a bit later, from tea parties and walks and workshops and crowdfunding stuff. And in 2016, we had over 900 people support the project and raise over £75,000, which was amazing. And we did a bit of a feasibility study there, seeing, is this crazy project possible? And it is. And now we're trying to make it a reality. So it's been really inspiring, really frustrating, kind of all being led by local people in between our lives, but really kind of showing the best of our community as well. So that's where we are, and we're really excited about this next phase and actually turning one of the sites into reality.
And can you tell us a little bit about the Kirkwood Nature Reserve and where it sits in proximity to Bidwell Street and the Castle Estate?
Okay, well, what makes it such a fascinating place for us is that it is actually a nature reserve right on the edge of a council estate. Which is quite unusual, and it is literally just a few yards from the edge of Castle Estate, and next to the Castle Estate TRA Hall. So you can basically walk from the TRA Hall to the entrance of the nature reserve in a few seconds, which makes it very well positioned for anybody, not only on the estate but also it adjoins Kirkwood Road, which goes all the way up to Nunhead, and there's the entrance there. Also on the other side of the nature reserve, because there's two entrances to it, is the Bidwell Street entrance, which is what we're talking about mostly at the moment. And again, that's another way for people to get into the nature reserve. But at the moment, of course, that entrance does not join with Queen's Road because of the wall, and once that opening has been secured, it means that people will be able to walk right the way from Queen's Road station through the nature reserve and into Peckham without going on any high streets or anything like that, which I think would be quite a nice walk for people.
Yeah, it's really wasted because it's so secluded. Sometimes people are frightened to venture into it. So that's why it's really important what the coal line is going to do. We're going to open up, knock down some of that wall, and just make it a safe space for people to venture into. And then it'll attract more people. And obviously, the more people that use it, the safer it's going to be, because it's going to have traffic, people going to and fro. The people feel safe using it. Right now, it's just wasted, and it's actually a very beautiful space, but it's not being.
Yeah.
Because I work in participation and participatory arts, and I work on projects, some of them local for Brixton House Theatre, local projects about supporting young people to find an equality of access to things, mostly to arts and health, but what's more healthy than a green space anyway? And I think I'm just struck by this idea of having a community space and making sure that those people that are sometimes the less welcome members of the community are involved and welcomed and feel that that space is for them and represents them and welcomes them, so that that we don't have issues of antisocial behaviour and misuse of the space. I think misuse of spaces happens when people don't feel invested and they don't feel like it's part of them and their community.
And also, obviously, you've got the schools, you've got St Thomas the Apostle, and then you've got John Donne, you've got other Nelwyn not too far away. That is the space that they can use.
And we've had live music there.
And we've
I was going to ask Alan, can you tell us a little bit about the event that you guys had under the bridge there?
Yeah, well, we had a very successful, in conjunction with the coal line. It was called Tea Party. Community Party. And as well as having food and drink, we had live music, different musicians performing, and we had jugglers and
we had bushcraft, we were making dens, we was bug hunting, identifying leaves, all of that. We had food, you know.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people.
Poetry, we had poetry reading, loads of people, a mishmash of the community, real mix, really good mix.
Yeah.
We just want to encourage people, if you've got some ideas, please send us a message. You can find the Peckham Coal Line at Peckham Coal Line on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can send us an email at peckhamcoalline@gmail.com. Do you guys have any ideas about other types of things that are needed, wanted, you know what I mean, in terms of the space that might only exist on Queens Road or might only exist on Rye Lane, that could be useful, beneficial? Ice cream shop, coffee stand, you know.
Not coffee.
Just me.
Ice cream. I think, you know, and I just always envisioned an ice cream van at one end and the children coming for their ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, so just an ice cream.
Yeah, it would be good. I also go. Sorry.
Maybe pop-ups. We could have like a pop-up. You know, they have pop-up in Peckham when you know, when they have these big events, have pop-up things. We could have a big pop-up market sort of scenario.
Jackie, I think that's a great idea, especially considering we're all going to be spending a lot more time outside. And obviously we've seen ways that you could build something like a little kiosk that has a fully functioning kitchen that sort of locks up.
Yeah.
And maybe the reserve has the keys and you rent it out, or you know, different kitchens, different chefs, different, you know, even folks that are just trying out an idea could use a space to serve the public and you know, make a little bit of money and, you know, elevate their brand a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially local, you know, local culinary experts.
Yeah, that'd be great then.
I mean, something's going to happen in Bidwell Street. We need the collective ideas to really make it possible. And before it happens, Bidwell Street is a blank canvas. So if anyone wants to go and do something, then please do.
I just want to remind everybody to please stay in touch with us. You can email the project at peckhamcoalline@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Peckham Coal Line. You can find Southeast Salon on Instagram at SE London Salon, or on Facebook and Twitter at Southeast Salon. Shout us out, give us your ideas. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.